So we've got an old shorty here, and this guy just straight lied. So what he dropped it off with was saying it ran just fine, but when you tried to strike an arc, it would bog down. It did not run just fine. The magneto was way out of time. He had the wires all swapped up. Once I found my top dead center and timing mark on cylinder 4, what have you, we pulled the magneto and checked the governor. Governor and cam were not lined up, so the magneto, there was no way for it to be lined up, which basically means you're playing the guessing game at which wires go where and where the magneto needs to go in order for it to be in time. Now, did it start? Yes. But it was backfiring out the exhaust like fucking crazy, which led me to believe that, oh man, you don't have a rain cap, there's no top, there's no nothing. He's using a rope to hold the radiator where it's at. We've got water in here and it rusted a valve. I was wrong because of this down here. I pulled the plugs and cranked it over with my my little starter button here. Cranked her over and watched both my exhaust and intake and exhaust over and over and over. They were moving on all cylinders. I was like, well, either it's not seating or it's definitely a timing issue. It was definitely a timing issue. Once we pulled the governor, got the marks lined up with the camshaft, fired the magneto cylinder 4, put it back in, man, she runs like a top. She runs like an absolute dream. There's no way, absolutely no way that it was running good when he brought it to me. He said it was running good. And man, I try to believe people at face value, but no, just fucking no on this one. Sounded like an exhaust valve was stuck open. It was backfiring out the exhaust hardcore. She runs beautifully now. Had no voltage at the exciter. Should have 120 volts DC from here to here. This is your negative brush holder, positive brush holder. Lincoln is assholes. This is supposed to be a black wire and this is supposed to be a red wire, and they've kept it like that. I mean, even on the classics, I think Jose's working on a classic over there, it's still like that. But regardless, these wires were all fucked up. Not to mention, the top wire for this shunt coil had been wrapped around the bottom of the generator housing, came in to the exciter, and was bolted to one of the brush holders. You're never going to weld like that. When you go to strike an arc, it's not going to bog down because it's not going to strike an arc. So we routed that wire, and I know it's supposed to be blue. This does not look blue. I'm honestly wondering if this wasn't the brown wire and whoever installed the shunt coils last got them swapped. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. This thing was a fucking shit show. But this is our blue rheostat wire, and we've got it going to a new remote switch, and we have it in local right now. Do not switch the fucking switch while it's running, ever. Tell your helper don't. Keep a spare one. Yes, we had some wiring all messed up over here. This thing needs a complete rewiring. I'm not leaving it like this unless he doesn't want to pay for a complete rewiring. But now that we have the rheostat wire going where it's supposed to go, we've got the black and brown, which I know don't look black and brown, going to the outlet, coming over here to the idle board. Now she runs and welds, zero problems. Also, he said he doesn't want a battery. This guy. So we're just testing it with a battery right there. Yeah, so diagnosed everything. We got timing, pull the magneto, fix the timing, double check the wires, put them where they go, find out why it wasn't welding, exciter problem. We got the exciter problem fixed, right? And we got the 120 volts DC back right here, but then we still had nothing across the output terminals, which is why we dug a little deeper, and that's when I found, this blue rheostat wire wrapped around to the bottom, coming over here to one of the brush holders. I was like, hey, hold on a second. So we cleaned up connections, removed the blue rheostat wire, took it, worked to where it's supposed to go. I'm just saying, this thing did not run good. He said it ran good. He said it bogged down when you try to strike an arc. It was bogged down all the time, and it would not have struck an arc at all, period, the end. But now, it's not going to start until it's not going to have spark until the pressure. We've got exciter voltage and we have output. There. Let me show you. It's kind of difficult, but we're gonna try. Speed on to high. It's showing negative because I have my lead swapped. Very hard to do one-handed with the damn camera. So there we go. Hold on. And now we have welding voltage. So we still need to throw it on the load bank. Almost lost the fluke. So we still need to throw it on the load bank, make sure she loads down nice. But I mean, this thing works, unlike what he said when he brought it. But is it ready for work? Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not. But yeah. Just another rant, just another video. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but it's almost like they bring it saying that it ran fine so that it's my responsibility to fix the not running fine when they know damn well. And I mean, I explained it to them. Look, when it came in, it was not running okay. We spent X amount of time getting it running okay. Once we got it running okay, then we're checking voltages. And it's a step-by-step process, okay? You can't just come in here, expect to spend $100 and get it fixed. No. As a matter of fact, we charge $250 diagnostic fee for any piece of equipment at all, period. That helps to keep the riffraff out of the shop. If you're unwilling to pay the $250 for my time or Jose's time to check out your machine and tell you for sure 100% a diagnosis that we stand behind, then I'm not willing to look at your machine. I don't have time to nickel and dime. Okay? I'm fair. I'm not going to rip anybody off. I'm not trying to fuck anybody, but I have to be paid for my time. I spent the better part of today. It's 1 o'clock. I've been here since 8. Yeah, I know, banker's hours, whatever. But I spent the better part of today getting this thing going, along with other bullshit, being in the office, helping customers, loading and unloading, helping Jose, whatever. My point is, $250 does not cover 5 hours of my time. It doesn't. It almost covers 2. And that's just to kind of keep my ass from eating itself. So now when we call him, we're going to give him an estimate and let him know, what all he has going on and see if he wants to fix any of it. And if he doesn't, we'll collect our $250 and move on. But I can't perform miracles. And I can't work efficiently off of you giving me false information. And I'm like, dude, mechanics need to be, if they're not, I try to be like a detective. Okay? I mean, there's evidence. There's marks. There's dirt in places that haven't been there's evidence of whether it was working or not. And so coming in here lying, man, it just speaks about your character. I guess that's it. Still like the dude. Still like all of you. I hope y'all are having a great day. Thanks for watching me rant. If he decides to do the entire wiring, maybe we'll do an entire wiring video. I know some of y'all are still waiting on certain videos. Man, I've got thousands of hours of videos, 0 time to edit it and get it going. So we'll just keep going as we can. And really appreciate any of y'all watching. If you see this and you enjoyed it, you want to see more videos, they will be coming in the future. Just subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll know. You'll know when they come. But Take it easy, until next time.